Do you think they should try to get an extension done this summer or wait until next offseason? Do you think?
I totally get it done this summer. You wait any longer, and Ausar Thompson will be even more expensive than he already is. He came away. I think if the Pistons had one guy that you can say came away from the playoffs as a like win, it's Ausar Thompson. Because obviously Kate Cunningham, you know what he is. He's the franchise guy. He is the All-Star LNBA potential MVP guy in the future. Um, Ausar Thompson coming away from the playoffs, having the respect that he has league wide now, where we in the Pistons community, whether it be media, whether it be fans, have all seen Ausar Thompson. Well, mostly all have seen Ausar Thompson um, as this like highlight of the Pistons team, right? Like seeing Ausar as like an alien ultimately, right? Like you see
Yeah.
the things he does on a basketball court, and these are not things that like you go play pickup. These are not things like you'll ever see happen, right? In an actual gym. Um, None of the plays he makes defensively make any sense. His feel for the game is insane, and he's a complete game changer on the defensive end. Obviously, the offensive end of things is why he's not going to be like a 40-50 million dollar per year kind of guy right now. And if you're the Pistons front office, you're going to kind of like think you're lucky stars that he hasn't reached that level of development yet, because that gives you some more room to negotiate. That being said, I do think Ausar Thompson will get extended this summer as soon as it's possible. I think he deserves an extension. I think he is critical to the Pistons being a contender for the next however many years. And in my opinion, you can't have what this team is without Ausar Thompson. And I think he'll have a lot of motivation to grow offensively. I've personally like been, I don't know, like 1 to 2 feet away from Asar when he's warming up pregame. Like the hours before the fans are allowed in the arena, I'm there when he's shooting with Fred Vinson. I'm there seeing like his shots, and they go in a lot. I think a lot of it's like a mental aspect of the game, and I think a lot of it is reps and getting more comfortable. And I think with the healthy offseason, because that's also a big part of it. This is his second healthy offseason of his NBA career. Uh, it's going to be huge for Asar. I think like having that level of confidence that it seems like he acquired through this playoff run has kind of given him a chip on his shoulder that everybody knows Asar. Like even if you don't know him personally or haven't interacted with him personally, you can guess that Asar is the nicest guy, and I can confirm to you that he is genuinely such a really nice, like even keeled kind of guy. Obviously, Amen has more of the notoriety for being the Huey to his Riley, or I'm sorry, the Riley to his Huey. Um, that's a Boondocks reference if anybody out there gets that. But it's kind of starting to see the level of regression with the SAR pickup, whether that be, I mean, obviously you don't want to see him get kicked out of games and stuff like that, but seeing him get texts here or there, talking a little more shit, you can see he's kind of developed an edge to him. He's developed a level of motivation to him. He said at the end of the season, I don't remember who got the quote, so I apologize. I think it was Jacob Richmond with M Live, where they asked about the motivation and looking at this postseason and this specific series with Cleveland, like what they would take away from it. And he says, like, yeah, I'm going to let this sting. I'm going to let this hurt for a while, because it felt personal. The series felt personal to me. And obviously you lost the series. Nothing really makes you feel great. But if you're a fan and you hear your, key player say that this series felt personal, and that they're on the verge of really making a leap, that's exactly what you want to hear. You want to hear a player really have an edge and a chip to them. I mean, you see, obviously Victor's his own guy, but seeing the chip that Victor Wembanyama constantly carries with him, and what that brings out of players, I think having a chip on your shoulder is huge. And I think Ausar Thompson has a chip on his shoulder, and he will have a lot more decimals in his bank account this offseason.
I remember having this conversation with Koo, and I told him, like, I thought Asar could get like Jalen Johnson money. And like a lot of people like, no, like, dude, that's an overpay. And I was like, I don't think you understand what type of defender he is.
Yeah.
Even though like before the playoffs, like we all knew he was a good defender, but when a coach actually game plans to be on the opposite side of the court of you because you're just so locked down and you are actually just causing havoc, that's an ultimate sign of respect. I mean, unless you're Sam Merrill, you probably don't want to see Ausar Thompson. But I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
whole other thing, man. Which I was just. I'm sure you saw like I was like, what's going on with Ausar? Why doesn't he like Sam Merrill? It's just like, bro, it's like those were just like accidents. Those were
yeah.
the second charge. I couldn't do anything for you though. I was just like, bro, like what's going?
I don't think he had anything against Sam. I think it was literally just the fact that Sam happened to be an unlucky guy at an unlucky time. Both instances. But yeah, man, like it's just like you look at someone like Dyson Daniels, and I think his contract's around like $22 million per year now. And he, in my opinion, is a worse. Not saying Dyson Daniels is a bad defender, right? Like, he's widely known as one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. But I think Ausar Thompson is league's better
Mhm.
defensively. I think Ausar Thompson. It's Victor Wembanyama and it's Ausar Thompson. They are in their own conversation defensively in the NBA right now, just because they can affect the game in so many different ways, whether it be on the perimeter, whether it be as a shot blocker, because Ausar Thompson has uh, the most insane standing vertical I think I've maybe ever seen, um, where he just all of a sudden appears. Like he was standing like 0.001 seconds ago, and all of a sudden he's meeting a 6'11" center at the rim. It's insane. So I think you look at Asar Thompson's contract, and it will probably be similar to if JD ends in that 25 to $30 million range. It's probably going to be around there as well.
Yeah, I mean, he floats, man. Like that volleyball
It's
spike he
nuts,
had during the playoffs was
nuts,
what was
nuts.
insane, man. Like just some of the blocks and just the way he elevates. It's like I honestly wish he uses athleticism a little bit more offensively. Like if you know you're gonna miss it, just go up and just like dunk on someone's head. Like like
Totally.
you're
I think the finishing around the rim is like a huge development point for Asar. And I think like if he can use his athleticism that way as well, watch out, man.
yeah, I know the offseason is gonna be a really big one for him. I mean, not even Trajan said he didn't even get to have a healthy offseason last summer, which I wasn't aware of. But I see him being in the gym with Fred Vincent, maybe a lethal shooter. I don't know, but
Yeah, potentially.
yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully.
We'll see. Man, I saw the funniest meme. They're like, "Sorry, I understand it now, Thompson." Which, if you guys follow Lethal Shooter, you probably got that really bad
Yeah,
dad joke. But
you got Asar Thompson shooting from like what was the one he shot it from like a helicopter or something like that, or he shot it like in the air. I don't know. He's done everything. I saw one where he was shooting a ball that was on fire. He's yeah.
yeah, I mean, some of the the creativity he does with shooting is insane. I was like, bro, like, how do you even think of this at night? Like
It's
what do we
nuts.
do? Like, what are
It's
we doing?
nuts.
I mean, shout out to Lethal Shooter, but we'll see, man. I hope they do extend him because I think it'll be cheaper versus like if he has another like all defensive season, you're just like, ah shit. Like I'm gonna have to pay him like maybe 40 million just to keep him on the team.
Yeah, I think extending Asar now is like a must if you're Trajan Langdon, and the rest of the front office. I think you definitely want to get that deal done sooner than later.